All right, we are live, guys. What's up? It's good to be back, and we're gonna bring you a little change of plans here because some members of Quantic are shady and don't understand time, and they're not home in time to scrim. So we found a second scrim. A mostly invite scrim. It's a mix-up versus Xensity, I guess, which brings me back to my old playing days. This is our first EXTV cast, so I guess I should introduce myself here. My name is Cbear. I'm going to be your lead caster. I'm a former caster for MGE and the newest member of the EXTV team, and I'm being joined by my partner in crime, guy who will be joining me for our LAN coverage coming up here. So this game, I think, is going to go live here in a little bit, so we should get going pretty soon here. But I'm being joined by famous scout sniper Bloodsire. Bloodsire, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Cbear? Glad to be back casting with you. My favorite casting partner. Gonna take the microphone off the shelf, dust off the rust, you know, and get into it. So
yeah.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, for this, we're just making sure the stream works, because we're going to be bringing you guys a couple hours of the ESCA LAN scrim. So we'll get into this match. I think we have everybody in here, including our streamer. So if it's a little weird, it's because we literally just looked at each other and were like, all right, let's just live up. We have to cast something. So we're here, finally ready to go. We're playing Snakewater, I guess, and it's going to be a map that's being played on the LAN. Xensity is going to be the red side, and the blue side is going to be mix-up. We just missed the first mid-fight. It looks like, Justin, that that mix-up won it pretty convincingly here. I'm kind of flying around with my free camera. I didn't get to see a ton of the action here, but it looks like Mix-Up is going to keep their medic alive here. So Harbaloo, of course, we'll run over the lineups here in a second when we're done sort of getting our feet under us here, but they're going to be pushing last here in a second here, Justin. So I'm not too familiar with this Xensity team. A lot of names that I remember. Old Solid Snake, one of the best demos in the history of the game, and Destro, one of the best demos in the history of the game, who's playing Scout, I guess. They're the red team, and they need to kind of get defense going here as they're already pushed back to last on Snakewater.
Yeah, we do see the blue Uber is popped from Mix-Up, but just to continue on the point, you know, Mix-Up is a LAN team, probably favored for first or second at LAN, and we have Xensity here, who just got annihilated. They are an IM team, and this is a little bit of a different roster than they had. They're trying things out right now, so we can expect this scrim to probably be a little bit one-sided while we wait for the Quantic things to get rolling. Yeah,
we still want to bring you guys Quantic versus the Experiment, which should happen as soon as Tyrone makes it home from wherever he is. So I've tried to call him on Steam and sort of, you know, demand him to show up, and he gave me he big time me a little bit, Justin. He's not going to come, right. But well, we'll see if maybe Destro and company can flex their muscles and make something happen. But it's not going to be in this mid fight, as looks like the red combo barely made it out of that far left door onto Snakewater. They made a little bit of a presence, but then they got jumped on. So really aggressive play from Mix-Up. They've been scrimming a lot lately, getting ready for the LAN, Justin, which is going to start here on Saturday, which is only, I think, 3 days away if my college math doesn't fail me there. So we'll talk a lot about the LAN here coming up soon. Looks like the action's taking place on second. Old Solid Snakes and get caught out, so no demo for the red side. They do have Uber, though. That's a plus for Xensity. They're going to pop. Both Ubers pop, Justin, over here up above second. Let's see if they can make something happen here, as they're actually, Red's going to have to back out to last. Oh, no, their medic is going to go down. So I'm not sure who their medic actually is, but it's LOL Beast Mode, and he is not a beast. He's, in fact, dead.
I think that's Arizona Elf Killer, but we're really seeing right now, Steve, we're seeing Mix-Up throw around their invite weight, and they're just annihilating Xensity. As this is a little bit of a warm-up for us, getting back in the casting hot seat. It's definitely a warm-up for Mix-Up right now, and they're definitely showing it, going right through Xensity. We can expect that sort of aggression out of Relic and the rest of Mix-Up right now in the middle.
Yeah, Snakewater, I think, is one of their stronger maps. I'm trying to remember back to the last LAN. Of course, it's a bit of a different team. They do have Platinum on demo again. That was a switch they made last year before the LAN. He's going to be doing demo again all the way through this LAN, although I think he's thinking about going back to Soldier. Well, let's get a mid-fight here. Let's see if the red side could make something happen here. Both Soldiers are going to get some good height advantage, but they're just going to be dropped down here. So I'm getting word that the Xensity medic is actually Arc. So we know him from some pugs. Actually, a full wipe here. Destro's coming in. He's going to try to go. The Canadian curly-haired wonder not going to make something happen. He's going to go down. Looking at the scoreboard, Justin, I see a goose egg and a bunch of 1s and 2s. So it's not looking too good here for Xensity. I don't even think they know they're being streamed on EXTV right now. So hopefully someone can message them and they can pop some performance-enhancing drugs and maybe make a game out of this. But right now, it's pretty one-sided, buddy.
Yeah, it's not often that you're able to go into middle and wipe the other team and keep all of your members alive. And like I've been trying to say this entire time, it's really not a fair matchup that we have going on here. This isn't even the Xensity roster. It's a little bit of a shake-up of it. You're trying new things, trying to see what's going to work. Mix-Up really just getting their feet underneath them while they get ready for tonight's round of scrimming. 3-0 already. Solid Snake with 0 points. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, just a shell of his former self. The man who embarrassed me in our only ESCA playoff match, our first season, where he cleaned us all up, Justin, all 6 of us, and finished it off with a bottle kill on yours truly. So I just got word from Tyrone, though. Sorry, Justin, I got word from Big Ty that he's home turning on his computer, so messaging me from the iPhone. So that'll take probably a couple minutes for them to be ready. So as soon as they hop in that server, guys, we're probably going to switch games here. Although Harblue is going to drop down right away there. I didn't know if he was maybe goofing around, but Medic down for Mix-Up. That's good news for the red side here. This is still anyone's mid, 3-on-2, but Solid Snake's looking. He's got a point, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray for Old Snake, and he's actually looking at 2v1. Actually, Tic Tac is somewhere. He's actually at mid right now. Not good timing there by the Demo and Soldier. They're both going to get dropped, and other sides of the map. Tyler, TLR, the best soldier in the game, saying I am still very good, even though I play maybe a little too much Dota 2, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, we've been a little hard on Solid Snake, too, but it actually just occurred to me he might not have seen this map all that much, him being an older player and this being a newer map. But hey, Xensity got 4 of the 6 of Mix-Up down in that middle, so that's definitely an improvement as they, I believe they would like to go invite next season. They're definitely seeing what it takes to be an invite team right now. With Uber's about generally the same.
It looks like some of them are going to download aimbot for that to work out for them here. We do have Relic sniping here out of that long right side. A headshot's going to go off, Justin. Just music to your ears, being one of the best snipers in the game. Tic Tac's going to go out there and try to make something happen. Him and they're switching it up. Arizona's going scout, so he's going to try to make something happen. Actually, Arblu's going to go down again, so it's actually a 4-on-3 situation. Maybe a little overconfidence from Relic going snipers and get dropped off. The red medic is still alive, but there's a bat scout running around. Oh, he's going to get charged down with the bottle. This Scrim breaking down into a pub-level play. I like it, Justin, as we see the charge and targe has been brought out for the crit bottle. It's been a while since we've seen that bad boy.
Yeah, we have a little back and forth going on right now. Mix-Up is still trying to get that second point, but surprisingly, Sensity's doing a pretty good job defending it. I don't know if Mix-Up's taking this all that seriously. We did see Relic on Sniper. It's a bit like Brady punting the ball there, but there's a soldier right now onto Harlow. He's surfing away onto Shed. He doesn't have Uber, and the red Uber is popped, Alex, as Blue Team's just going to cap behind it.
Yeah, it's, you know, sometimes when you pop Uber, you want to kill people with it. Oh, it's actually not cap. It's nipple hairs away, as our friend Lang would say, who is probably scrimming right now with his team. But Platinum is still trying, and those stickies, the left click followed by a right click not too far after equals a lot of pain. And Tic Tac is doing all he can to push the blue side away, but it's just going to be a matter of time here before Tyler and Relic and oh, Tic Tac with a huge air shot, though. Pardon that. Wow, that was all vert there, as Justin would like to say, is Relic not happy about it. There's the charge and targe into Platinum for the shield kill. Gotta love that. As they're holding on, Justin, but looks like Mix-Up's giving it about 12% effort here, and it's not pretty obvious, at least.
Well, we've had a roster change, not a roster change, but class changes all along the red side. A lot of people settling into classes that probably they're better at. And we did see that awesome air shot from Tic Tac. He's prone to do that. You know, very good aim, very good DM aim, and definitely invite quality if he gets his game sense in. But we do see right now Mix-Up with about 30% advantage Cbear onto Xensity. He's going to come in and take the point anyway. Tic Tac gets a nice kill onto Enigma.
Alright, so I'm looking over. I'm really not even paying that much attention right now to this one. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to move after this. It's going to be EX, I believe, versus Quantic as soon as those teams are ready. I kind of cringe at the thought because I'm thinking it's going to take a little bit of time. So I think what we'll do is after this is over, and it looks like it's going to be pretty soon here, we'll let them finish this 5-0 out because, you know, out of respect, we don't want to leave a game early. That's just bad form. So we'll let that finish, and then we're going to try to catch that Quantic EX Scrim, and in the meantime, talk a little LAN, maybe bring some of the kids from the community in to talk. So we're going to be a little less formal than we will be on Saturday, as it is going to go to 4-0 here, Mix-Up with all sorts of sticks, overpowered and regular powered, crushing skulls left and right. Bloodsire with the bind there in the bottom left of your screen. It is in fact legal. So, Justin, what do you see here in middle? Do you think Mix-Up's gonna just run it right all the way through here?
Yeah,
do they have a chance here, the red side?
I don't know if Red Side has a chance, but this is the second middle with those class changes that we mentioned earlier. It should be a better showing. Definitely should be able to take down at least half the blue team with them. Maybe get the medic again. If they're able to walk away from this middle losing it, but at least getting hard blue, I think they have a chance, as we do see 10% more, although Namelay is going to go down. And hard blue's still up, but only with platinum right now. So it is a 2-on-5, and if you can't win this if you're Xensity, then you're not going to win many.
Okay, so looks like they're all ready to actually go for Quantic. So
really?
Justin, what do you think? I'm at a loss. Do you want to watch this? They did just win middle.
Well, you
they
did
aren't
say,
trying. I know it's bad form, but I don't know. I mean,
well, you did before say out of respect, you're gonna wait for the 5-0, and it was only 0 at the time, which is a very ironic statement. But we did just see Hardblue get a nice needle kill onto one of the red members when they were 5-on-2 in their advantage. So I mean, if there's ever a time to leave, I believe that would be the note to do it on.
I'm trying to figure out how I could possibly tell the password, because it's not the same one as usual to the server, to our streamer, without saying it to everyone who's watching. Ooh, I'm trying to think of that one.
We could comprise a code.
some kind of
algorithm.
I don't know what to do about that, actually. So I do have, the password is different than it usually is. I don't know why it is, but I guess because they don't want people to come in and take our spots, which is very nice of Tyrone and company. So it looks like Platinum, the blue side, are going to get wiped over there at middle. So Xensity finally warming up a little too little, maybe too late, as Moose is going to try to make something happen, but he's going to go eventually die. No, he's going to kill Destro. Ooh, as now he's got 3 health, just running around killing everybody he possibly can. Still thinking of a way to message this to him. I don't know if he has the ability to sort of black it out. Okay, you will take it on Mumble. So, Justin, I'll message you the password.
You could just whisper it to me, buddy.
I could whisper it to you as well. So, okay, what we're going to do is, since the red is pushing right now, we're going to switch to the Quantic game, the one that we originally were going to cast, and we'll just get started there. As it was nice to get kind of a warm-up to the warm-up, Justin. And so I'm out of here right now. Why don't Mile High, our awesome streamer, you go ahead and disconnect as well. I will send Justin the info here in a second as I'm joining.
That was a Luke warm-up, if you will, just to shake things up, get things going a little bit of a microwave on 20 seconds, and gonna push it to 60 in about.
That's right.
10 seconds.
We iron out the wrinkles now, so when it comes time for the LAN cast, we'll be fine, buddy. So it's all right. So I'm looking for Mr. Bloodsire. That's the new password right there. And oh, I got a bad password from it actually. So maybe Tyrone's an idiot. So let me try to figure it out.
Well, that is spelt wrong. So. I don't know if it's purposely spelled wrong, or if Tyrone is, as you say, an idiot.
Well, I tried it the regular spelling way, and it also didn't work, so I don't know.
I can move down and ask him real quick, which I'm going to do right now.
Alright, so that's fine. I'll sort of talk about stuff. Anyway, so yeah, sorry that the cast started out kind of in a big whirlwind of weird. We'll figure it out sort of as we go here. The plan was to cast Quantic right off the start, but like I said, Tyrone wasn't home in time, so unfortunately we kind of had to sprawl for stuff to make sense. I think we'll redo our intros and just sort of talk to you guys when we're all sort of set here. Anyway, I do believe I still have DJC in Mumble with me right now. Is that correct? iDoc, are you in here, bud?
Yeah, Cbear. Hi, buddy.
How you doing, man? So iDoc is another
Alright, so I got the password.
Was I wrong about it, by the way?
You are wrong, because Tyrone is having difficulty with the things, let's just say. It's a password that it normally is.
Okay, so good. Now everyone who knows will be in there with us.
Yeah, but everyone who knows probably won't.
I actually don't remember what that is right now, so message me or whisper me real quick. Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, can you message it to Mile High in Mumble as well, buddy? And for all of you who don't know, we are the old MGE casting team. Maybe you guys have heard of us, or some of you who have no clue who you're listening to. We've been casting for a while now, maybe about a year and a half. We ran the My Gaming Edge website stream. We recently came back. We took basically a season off, at least I did, and now we're back for this LAN. We have the best streamer in the business. Guy's stream looks awesome. I'm watching it right now. Mile High Militia, so he's going to be our full-time streamer. And we're looking to give you guys a great LAN coverage along with Eckstein's cast on the ESCA Orange stream as well. But we're going to be sort of handling the EXTV side of it for the guys, and I'm looking forward to it. We're also going to have Sigma joining us, who's an invite-level medic, who's a lot of people's favorite caster to listen to. He is busy doing his mad scientist college final project right now. He's putting molecules together. He's actually curing cancer right now, so good for him. So he might pop in. Yeah, he might pop in later to talk to us about some TF2. He's generally just correct. I'm looking over, Mile High is joining in, so he's in the game. So it looks like we're going to start with Viaduct, Justin.
Yeah.
But yeah, to finish off what I was talking about, we are going to do a couple casts over the next season as well, mostly invite matches for EXTV, and it's really exciting because you know, we get to sort of combine the two major North American casting groups into one ball of casting fun, as I like to say. So,
yeah, and
Justin, anything you want to say about that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, the great thing is that I think through XTV we have a chance to cast a lot of people who maybe didn't hear the side of our cast that we would do over on MGE. Obviously, XTV is the venue, if you will, to reach a whole bunch of people who are interested in TF2, and that's I think a great prospect. And yeah, I'm just happy to be a part of it, be back with you casting, and to give people some interesting TF2 insight, if you will. Hopefully, we can do that for them.
Yeah, we try to break the game down. I'm a former invite soldier, or I guess barely an invite soldier, and Justin, Big Bloodsire, is currently still active in the game more than I am as a player, though he's not on a team. He plays a lot of pugs and pickup games with these guys, and he's still considered a high invite level scout and sniper. You may have seen his AA video or even the Meet the Proro video, which is my favorite. And if you haven't, you should Google those right now or after we're done streaming.
I just want to point out to everybody listening, Bear's never this nice to me, so I'd like to thank you,
really
Cbear, for being so nice to me for once in your life. But actually, I do have to correct you a little bit. I am back up for Quantic, so if anything goes wrong with LAN, I might be heading out to Dallas, much to my dismay.
Right, yeah, Quantic will not pay for your ticket, so you'll be on the mega bus from New York all the way to Dallas, Texas, and it'll be amazing to see that. All right, so I cut off DJC earlier while you were down hunting for passwords, so let's bring him back real quick because we're still waiting on people to show up, I guess. So DJC, we have the LAN coming up on Saturday. What is your opinion going into LAN? Who do you have winning? And maybe why don't you break down first through fourth team? I know you always have a strong opinion on such matters. So what do you think?
Well, the first seeded team is Quantic, who are becoming somewhat of a dynasty in TF2. And pretty much everyone expects them to win the LAN, even though secretly everyone kind of hopes that High Rollers Gaming pulls it out. They have their same LAN lineup as last time around, except instead of Reptile and Medic, they bring in CB, who's breaking his LAN curse by finally showing up for the first time.
Well, until his flight lands in Dallas. So actually, I should say, until his car parks in the hotel parking lot and he gets out without, like, falling into a manhole, you can't really say the curse is over, you know?
Until CB sits down at a computer,
yes.
Like a meteor could strike, tidal wave could come in.
Assuming that computer doesn't explode mid-match.
Yeah. And then they're expected to win by pretty much everyone. The other team that people have some hope for is Classic Mix-Up, the Nahani-sponsored team, featuring Platinum showing that he can play top invite at 2 different combat classes. Even if his love for Demo Man is waning at this point, and he looks like he's going to go back to Pocket Soldier for next season. So Plat would like to finish off this LAN by showing that he can win LAN as Demo, and then go back to just destroying everyone as Pocket Soldier. That'd be his dream. After that, we have the Experiment, who, at many times this season, looked like Experiment weren't actually going to make it through to the LAN. For a while, it looked like they might be displaced by both HRG and the Mighty Ducks. But Big Seagull is, as LAN is approaching, Seagull's getting his heart back into TF2. He's pretty much carried them through the past 2 weeks of scrims. Everyone, by all accounts, Seagull is playing the best TF2 of his life. And going into LAN,
good, yeah.
Going into LAN, having your Pocket Soldier playing the best he's ever played is pretty nice. And then, kind of the team that everyone expects to fizzle out, but that everyone loves anyway, is High Rollers Gaming, carried by Anonymous and Try, the silent Pocket Soldier, and the gentle scout with the boyish laugh.
Yeah, I don't know that much about HRG other than the fact that they went 8-8, and a lot of people they started sort of, I think, 1-5 or something, and they started
bad. They started bad, yeah.
Yeah, they started bad, but they came all the way back and sort of a Muscle Milk and Moulians-esque comeback, Justin, and they qualified for the LAN, and they're gonna go. So I need to do some homework on them before Saturday, kind of figure out who to watch for. IDOC, who do you think? You said Anonymous on Scout and Try on Pocket Soldier. What kind of style do you see them playing in comparison to these teams? Do you think they have a chance, other than sort of maybe a chance to stop that first LAN jinx that most teams have, where they just kind of get rolled in their first LAN? Do you think they have a chance?
The big thing for HRG is that pretty much if Anonymous has amazing rounds and they win, like if you watched any of the scrims for the past week, whatever team they've played, if they won the round, Anonymous had 15 points and everyone else had 5. There was no way around it. He's an amazing off-classer. He can play every off-class, so that favors them. Like, I could see HRG pulling off some nice upsets on, say, Gravel Pit or Viaduct, just because of what Anonymous can do on Sniper, Spy, whatever. Plays every off-class really well. And other than that, it's going to be tough, because their combat classes aren't as good as other teams. Like, Try is a beast, but their Demo Man, Rick, and their Roamer, Tech Dude just aren't as good as the rest.
Wow. Throwing Rick under
I actually
the bus.
think Tech Dude's a pretty decent roamer.
He definitely is. It's just like, this is a LAN where we're going to see some very experienced roamers. Like, we have Wonderwall, we have Mackie, and then we have Relic. And Tech Dude still, like, he's good. He's an invite level roamer, but it'd be tough to put on a level as those three, with those three.
Yeah, Justin, sounds like you wanna say something about you actually rang with these guys not too long ago,
Right.
as your whirlwind of ringing for pretty much every team goes on. So what did you see while you're playing with them?
No, I was very impressed. They seem like a good group of guys, and to me, and this is no offense to their team, but they seem to be playing on a stolen ticket, if you will. Like, I don't think you would initially classify this team in the same class as the other three. So, and I think they know that, and I think that's going to add to them when they go to LAN. If you're going to go to LAN, and maybe at the beginning of the season you didn't think you were going to be there, you might perform a little bit better. You basically have nothing to lose. And as DJC just said, Try is a beast, and I happen to think Tech Dude is also a beast, and we know Soldiers on LAN get that little LAN bump. So I expect them to do good. Anonymous too, very good scout player, and their other scout, I was very impressed. I expect them to do better than probably most people expect them to do. So if teams aren't careful, they might see this dark horse come up.
It's going to be tough, though, because their first ask is going to be playing the best team in North
Right.
America, and probably the best team that we've ever seen in North America. I mean, other than the Czech 6 LAN loss of 2 LANs ago, Quantic or EMG or the Dashners, whatever you want to call them, they've been basically undefeated. And we've gotten a lot of flack, our cast, because we both, well, you're a backup for the team, and of course, I've been friends with a lot of them. Their Medic CB was a third wheel of our casting trio, so obviously we have a lot of friends on that team, but I think to set the record straight, what we're looking for most of all is just a really good LAN. So I would love to start out, even though we aren't going to start casting until later on that Saturday. Probably the third match, the third best of 3 series is when we are going to start casting Blood and I and Sigma. But I think what we're looking for more than anything is just a good quality games from start to finish. So I think HRG is going to do a little bit better than the 4th place team has done in the last couple years, which was Area 51 last year. They basically I don't think they won a round, or they didn't want to win a map. They won. I think the best they did was one side of a G pit, so they won 2-1 or lost 2-1 on a G pit. I think they have a good chance. HRG does of not pulling out an upset against Quantic, but maybe in that second game or that lower bracket elimination game of doing something there. So that'll be something to look out for. I've got some questions about the Experiment, who we're casting. They're going to be on the blue side here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, boys, because I took this season kind of off here. From what I gather, and looking at doing just a quick tab, I'm not sure if Jokes All Day, who's in the server, if that's in fact Sickness.
It is.
So wow. Okay. So. We have basically a throwback to the oldest dominant North American team in Team Pandemic, the first real great North American TF2 team. Well, maybe the second great, but no, most people don't remember before them. And that was their scout pairing, Oplad and Sickness. And I haven't seen Sickness, Justin, play TF2 since I played, so it's interesting for me to see how an old-timer scout is going to come back and compete at LAN versus these other seasoned scouts. You think that's going to play into things, or what?
Dude, last time we saw Sickness was at a LAN, and he played pretty well. That season he was more of a sniper scout than he was a scout sniper. He seemed to come back scouting pretty well right now, and he's definitely going to fill in for Dante. Maybe not as well, but like you mentioned, he's going to be with his scout partner Oplade, and not just that, Cbear, but he's with his demo partner, Dummy,
Easy, bud.
who was the third member of Pandemic, along with Oplade and Sickness. So there's some chemistry there that's gonna definitely pay off in LAN. And I mean, Sickness has been playing well. I think it'll be good.
It was interesting watching Experiment play in the first few days where they knew Sickness was playing and he was scrimming, and it was clear that he was just lagging behind. Took him about a week and a half, and then he started getting back into gear. He was coming more up to speed. And lately, they've been pulling off some pretty nice results, actually. They had a really nice 3-game series of scrims with Quantic the other night, where I believe they won 2 maps and looked pretty dominant on Granary. The big issue with them, and pretty much the question everyone asks is, can Sickness adapt to the game when playing on LAN? Like, he can do a fine job on line, where it doesn't really affect him as much to be up against like these really good soldiers.
Yeah.
But the game has just changed so much since he stopped playing that him on LAN might be an entirely different story.
Yeah, and he also is, Justin, I mean, we haven't seen really a primary sniper in dozens of seasons, but it'll be cool to see how much sniping Sickness does do, as we do have a team finally ready. So we have 12 in the game. We usually do predictions at this point, but it's kind of silly to predict the outcome of a scrim, in my opinion, so we can just keep kind of talking what we're talking about here. Why don't we go to predictions on the LAN, Justin, since you and I really... I made mine over on the pirate radio in Great Britain with the Brits. They wanted to know... the Euros, I should say, wanted to know what we thought of the LAN. So I gave them my predictions, but we can do it again. So what do you see... well, actually, I don't think, IDoc, you gave your full 4, unless I didn't hear it. So why don't you give us your 4, and then we'll move on.
I see Quantic winning. I think Mix-Up are going to finish second, but I'm putting HRG as the third place finisher.
Okay,
I think
cool.
they're going to pull off the upset over Experiment.
All right, we're readying up, Justin. Why don't we... You and I can give ours in after sort of we find a break here. I do want to cast this mid-fight right off the bat, so all right, guys, welcome. We're finally live on the match that we wanted to cast. Don't have a clock right in front of me here, but probably about 30 minutes late, which is pretty much par for your invite match here. So we are on Viaduct. Let's see how the teams go. Look like an aggressive jump from Mackie. Tried to sneak far right and jump. It's successful as Dummy and Oplat are going to go down. Seagull onto Mackie. So it's going to be a 4-on-5 situation. Blue, though. Ray C with a double onto Sizer and CB. I'm sorry, guys. I missed that. So a bomb in from Big Ray C. It's going to be a little too late, but looking over at Basic, Justin, he does have 90% Uber, so he's going to be able to leapfrog with his team. Quantic does win mid, but that aggression from Wonderwall is going to pay off, and they're going to have an Uber here and be ready to push back.
Yeah, early aggression from the Quantic soldiers kind of paid off in the beginning, but in the end, you can be Basic with that 100%. We're going to get on our high horses if we're Experiment right now and run right out to middle. Quantic's got to back off. We do see Mackie on Sniper with only 52 HP. He might go down, but Banny with a nice shot onto Ray C. But look at CB, Alex, he goes down again. So, but we do have Basic going down, so medics are traded.
Well, you know, Basic popped his Uber without taking any damage. I guess he was afraid of the most dangerous thing in the world. It's a Banny sticky trap, and I don't blame him, but it's going to be tough for them to make something happen if they pop Uber that early. They popped without really seeing any red guys on the screen, and by the time they got there, the Uber was basically out. So that was pretty much just a fair fight when they had a full Uber advantage. So now we're going to see a build play probably here. Looking over, Basic has actually moved out with his team, so let's see if they can make something happen onto CB. CB did go down as well, so maybe they don't even have to. It's another spam fight here. Is constant action on Viaduct. Nice 3-kill there, double for Ray C and 3 for the blue. Wow, are they going to get wiped here? Quantic getting shoved off the point. CB, Justin's going to go down for the third time, so not able to stay alive for CB, and with a minute 45 off the clock, Experiment's going to start their countdown, so nice repush. I don't think they lost a guy there.
No, and we do see right now, Experiment's feeling good. They're playing very far aggressive. Nowadays, you don't always see that, and look, that's exactly why. I think that's Mackie or Tyrone. Tyrone's going to come in and make Basic pop. Probably they lost a minute off the clock with that pop right there, because they had the point. CB was nowhere near Uber. He had just died, and they were sitting with Uber. So maybe a misstep from Experiment, playing too far up, and now we're going to see Quantic try to get in and do a whole lot of damage. Clockwork taking out the blue demo.
Look at Clockwork! Wow! We were talking about this before we went live, just how good Clockwork, that Red Scout, the Quantic Scout, can be when he gets behind people. It's like the old Carnage days, because he just got behind and killed 2 heavy classes, and that's so much damage. Without the demo, there's nothing you can do. And now at 2:16, Experiment's going to give it back to Quantic, and their clock is running down here at 1:30. So the blue side, Justin, even though Basic is still alive at 65% Uber, CB's going to have a 30% advantage, and he's all the way up on his top left, nice and safe. And they're going to try to make something happen, but Racy and Seagull not able to close the distance, Justin, so they're going to have to back off and try to make something happen here. What would you do if you're the blue side? Would you try to force a pop and then use your Uber to follow up, or what here?
I think they had the right idea. They tried to push up on the red team when they know they had Uber before them. You know, the key with that is getting your medic out, which they did. So now that they're all spawned up, they have faster spawns, and there is 1 down for red. They need to get right in there. As Seagull, that's an entry pick right there. There's 2 down for red, and we can see the blue Uber is popped, Alex. Now they got to get the CB, make him pop.
Yeah, CB's not going to pop, but Clockwork and Sizer going down early there. It's going to be tough. Seagull does force the pop. Now that Uber is pretty far away from both sides, though. Banny is doing a ton of damage Look at Oplad, though, onto Sizer. A nice 1v1 win there. Oh, Dummy with the home run pipe onto Maggie, and CB's going to drop like dominoes. They crash down here. Banny's trying to make everything kind of clockwork with a double. 3-on-2, 3-on-3 situation. That medic is still alive. The blue soldier's going to spawn. The bat is out. The basher. Will he bleed to death? Oh, my lord, no. He's gonna... Yes, he will. Oh, the blood. Here he goes down. That's the best. Justin, so happy that finally a scout melee weapon pays off. Clockwork with a triple, I think, is going to ice this round for him.
Yeah, and that's the danger from Quantic right there. We saw that Experiment got in there with those Banny with a pipe onto Racy going big, as Shirley, it looks like. Although we do have Dummy with a nice sticky onto, who was that? Sizer. Doing a nice work on Norte, too. That's Tyrone. Cbear, what's going on in middle right now? There's a whole lot of chaotic stuff.
Well, they're going all... Blue is doing everything they can to try to force overtime. It was all the way full there, but I don't think that scout's going to be able to make another. He will! It's the gaming legend himself. No, I'm sorry, that's Sickness going to make it... Wow, are they going to be able to cap this?
Yeah.
No way. Blue is going to force him off at the very last second. Banny, though, has got double. He's so good at just holding that area. It's so much damage being dealt. He's going to finally go down. Justin, they did get the point, though, so a chance here, but 5 are alive for the red side. Quantic looks like... And remember, guys, if they take this point, it's over. So Blue is going to be forced to try to make something happen. The bravest scout in the world, Oplad, no, not enough. It's going to go down. So a pretty back and forth round, but looking at the clock, Justin, they only got 2 minutes off. So pretty commanding win for the first round for Quantic.
Right, and looking at the clock work, he's sitting above the medic right now with 18 points. So definitely Clockwork going huge on this Viaduct scout heavy map.
We need a soundboard, so every time you make a bad joke, it can be like womp womp or something. But alright, we're at middle here for the second round. Let's see what the blue side's got for us. Looks like Ray C's going to get aggressive first, but he kind of jumped halfway. He's going to go back. Oplad is going to be the first casualty here, so a scout v scout death. Clockwork's going to join him. 4-on-5 situation. Here comes that blue aggression, nice and late into the round here. Mackie dropping Seagull. It's anyone's mid right now. Kind of a reverse here as blue is on the point. Dummy is still alive, dropping a ton of sticky damage, but so is Banny over there. But really close mid-fight, Justin. Let's see if Blue can finish the cap off. Dummy with the pain train, the ×2 help, he's going to get it. CB popping Uber. Wow, are we going to see a double Uber at mid? Almost unheard of in the modern invite game. Usually everybody's dead by now, but both Ubers are going to go. Justin, it looks like, yeah, Experiment got that cap, and they're raining off time. And Dummy with a triple, catching them, trying to run back with 4 onto Mackie. So a huge play from Dummy onto the whole red team. Unbelievable stuff from the Dummy, the golden boy.
Yeah, the golden boy of gaming coming up big with that quad kill. And I think the big key there was that before the Uber was popped by CB, Banny had gone down. So when the blue Uber was finally popped, they were demo heavy, and they were able, as you see, Dummy following him up with a nice 5 kill. He's on a 5 kill run right now. That was basically trying to do everything he could to save him. But Tyrone, knowing how lethal Dummy was, decides to take him out. Seagull, the blue soldiers, and now a jokes all day sickness. Banny with a triple pipe kill, Alex. Take it away. I'm in shock.
This is some high-level stuff for this scrim, man. I'm getting into this. This is a lot of fun. Mackie is going to try to force a pop here. Seagull got the Uber onto him, so Mackie did a good job doing that roaming soldier job. Look at Banny. Got the stick out. He's just flying around. So tricky, but he's going to go down for the revenge kill onto Seagull. Dummy, look at the scoreboard. 20, Banny 22, so a lot of demo play. Everywhere you look, Justin, there's a pipe hitting like 6 guys and just doing all that splash. And just the power of the demo, just too good.
Yeah, well, wherever Experiment is lacking as a team, they don't lack in DM. They're definitely a DM competent team, and on a map like Viaduct, which is basically DM heavy as it is, they're gonna do well. We're seeing it right now. It's definitely fun to watch. We have a bomb right now. Ray C, the best in the business, taking down Quantic, giving his team a 60% Uber advantage. Basic with 12 HP, he's got to get health. He finally does, and we do see we have some action on the point. Red with more guys. Tyrone taking down Sickness. They're gonna get the point, Alex.
They already have 45 seconds more than they got in the first round. A minute 15 now. Quantic is finally getting on the board. They have to count down from 3 minutes here for King of the Hill. So alright, we're going to see how they decide to hold. Banny is putting his sticky traps up there. It's actually in the same spot that I criticized Basic for not popping at earlier. So hopefully he didn't listen and is not about to die with this Uber right there. He really, that sticky doesn't kill the soldier somehow. He's going to pop in time to save him, but Ray C's going to go down the flank. It looks like, Justin, the blue Uber, that Experiment Uber is just not as strong as it needs to be. They're not using it effectively here. They're just kind of using it to get to middle and then trying to out-DM. They need to use that Uber to really do damage, but the scouts for red are going to come in by themselves and get shot down. Tyrone onto Seagull, but it looks like blue's going to have a chance to recapture this with 3 down for red. They do have CB with Uber, but no, he's in a trap! I don't know if he had it quite yet or not, but I think I heard the noise. Oh, the worst noise in the game.
I don't think he had it.
I don't know if he had it or not, but I thought I heard the sound. But they're going to get it, so a minute now and counting, Justin.
Yeah.
Red kind of looks like they're falling apart. Very unquantic round so far.
No, and that's an example of the best laid plans going wrong. That was a plan play with the sticky on the rock over there and CB getting out once Banny popped the blue Uber, but they made the mistake of trying to get back in when they were down 2 or 3 guys, and as you can see, that opened up the area for Race just bomb in and take him out before he got the Uber. Right now we have Red trying to do the same, Basics with 100%, CB with only 30%, Clockwork with the entry frag onto Race C, so that's going to open it up for Quantic to get out there and push Experiment back a little bit.
Yeah, that first pick has been so crucial. We're going to see the pop come out from the blue side. Let's see how many flashes there are. Red definitely doesn't have that Uber, as CB is going to be less than low. Actually, I don't have him on my thing. Oh, he's 58, 59, 60%. There he is. My HUD needs to be reloaded there, Justin. A lot of action going on here, though. Looks like Quantic's getting the worst of it. CB's going to bite the dust, so another dummy sticky kill. And it looks like Blue's going to have the best of this. The Experiment's holding on strong here. A right back at you round. Basically a mirror image of what happened. Just the opposite, Justin, as Blue side's going to be able to run this back here. Will there be a chance? Banny is doing all he can, but no, not even going to try to jump on it. It's going to be a 1-to-1 here, so a 2-minute round on the left on the clock for Quantic. So basically, similar rounds there, Justin.
Basically similar rounds, definitely Experiment coming up huge. I like how you end each round with the name of one of the teams on one of the players on the other team right now, as we do see Dummy with such a big help to Experiment on middle. Let's see if he can do it again on this one, Alex.
Yeah, I like to bait you into the bad jokes, you know. And I know you can barely fight the urge, but 3 right away for Quantic. They're gonna fall right there like a house of cards. Oplay's gonna join them. Basic though, gotta say, if the Uber play's been a little questionable, but he's already back. He's nice and safe. So that's 2 mid rounds that they've gotten crushed in, and Basic has got on his horsey, Justin, and galloped to safety. So good play from the blue medic so far.
Yeah, and I mean, since we're talking about Basic, he is a former roamer, made the switch to medic, and he's a smart player. Was a smart roamer. If there, you need to be smart these days to play roamer, I guess. And I mean, he might be, just a victim of the Quantic circumstance with the DM, maybe with those bad Ubers. But he is able to back out a middle, and that's come up huge right now. As we do see, but he doesn't pop the Uber. Mackie, it figures when I'm talking the guy up, Mackie's gonna come in and make him drop. Mackie with another kill onto the demo. So big plays from Kevin Mackey all around with the. Yeah, with 2 kills on the demo medic, and Tyrone finishing it off. Mackey with a nice ending frag onto Cygnus.
CB's going to be sitting back, the Quantic medic. He's got Uber already, so they cleaned him up. The pop didn't come out. Basic is unhappy because he knows that many nerds around the world just saw that, so unfortunately for him, we need to come up with some funny Uber drop line or noise that we can make to announce it to the world. I'm going to look at Steve.
Kerplunk.
Kerplunk, I guess, works. But I don't know, I want something better, like a noise I can make. I don't know, maybe I'll do the Chewbacca noise or something. Every time there's a drop. I don't know if it applies.
The nice kill onto Samuel. Those are actually, that is a nice old scout fight, Cbear. Sizer versus Oplay. It's years in the making, as we do see CB with 100%. Basic with only 75, and a nice minute and a half shaved off the clock for the red team, Alex.
Yeah, let's see if Basic's going to be able to turn the Uber around here, get that pop off. Racy's up there spamming away. Mackey, though, guys, running sniper, so this is what you want to watch out for. How can Mackey change the game with a random off-classing? It's something that he does almost as well as anyone we've ever seen on that roaming soldier spot. It's almost like his trademark. Both Ubers are going to be popped here at middle. See how this works out, as red side definitely has a huge advantage in this round as they're counting down towards 1 minute left on the clock, and blue hasn't scored at all. Looks like Seagull and Oplat are going to go down along with Ray C. CB is going to go down, but Mackey's body shotting away. But without that combat class, it'll be tough. But it doesn't matter. A second body shot onto Sickness. All that's left is a crossbowing medic, and he's doing all he can. And oh my gosh, he's going to get pushed around. Finally, he's going to go down. They did get the point there, though, Justin, for 9 seconds, 2:51. But Red's got it back, and they look like they're good to hold on to it for at least another 30 seconds here. But we do see the sniper, Justin, so put us in the mind of Mackey. What's he thinking right now? Sniping, standing in middle, pretty aggressive.
Yeah, you see that angle right there. He's thinking, well, and actually, the team's going to go the entire opposite direction, so that angle's not going to do anything. But that's a nice little angle to try to get the medic or demo when he comes out. But he's going to get the demo anyway because, Mackey is a solid player. He does go down, finally, to Cygnus, also a competent sniper, knows where he's at. But taking down that demo is kind of big. It's 3, well, now 4 down for red team. So advantage definitely in Experiment's favor.
Yeah, they did. They walked up and killed CB. Oplad just kind of snuck up on him, which is hard for a guy of his stature to do, but he just kind of popped out of the earth, Justin, on a super flank and killed CB. The first guy to die that the fight there, so Basic did end up going down as well, but he's going to be back on spawn here, and looks like we're going to have another mid-fight here, so shaping up to be a nice little fight here. Big Wonderwall is going far in. He's already in. Sizer is going to go down to Sickness and Ray C. Ray C onto Clockwork, so no scouts for Quantic. They do only have 13 seconds left on the clock to go. A headshot onto Basic. Say goodnight to the medic. That's your head. No longer there. A problem, Justin, if you're trying to build Uber if you don't have a brain.
You know, and I was gearing up to criticize Mackie on Sniper. You know, of all things I would criticize, I was actually going to criticize a player on Sniper because the Ubers were the same. It was basically a middle fight, only Quantic didn't have the roaming soldier in their favor. I guess it doesn't matter, though, when you're able to just pop the other medic's heads off his shoulders, as you said. So great job from Mackie taking it down. CB now with 100% ready to push out with his team.
That's sort of the Mackie effect. I mean, he does things that make you scratch your head, but then he'll do that thing that wins the round. Doesn't look like they were really in danger of losing this one. Like I said, with 13, 12 seconds left and counting, it's basically game over. They're just going to be able to sit back and pick them off as they try to make it out here. Here comes Dummy. Going to do the bomb in. CB's going to pop. Actually got to the point pretty well, better than I thought they would. It's a 3-on-4 situation. A lot of damage going off. That Uber is still going. They're on the point, but it doesn't look like it's quite going to be enough. It's going to go down. The blue side got outplayed. Played. I don't know what I'm saying, but so it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Quantic. Dummy is still going quite large, but it looks like Seagull, who we talked up a lot in the pregame, isn't really holding his weight. So looking for Seagull to still kind of be that dominant soldier force that we've come to expect here, Justin. As I guess I'll take middle here. Why not? As Mackie's going to get really aggressive with a double jump, and he's going to go down. But Banny following it up with all sorts of sticky, just raining red death down in a pipe for a triple. Basic is going to be alive, and he's going to make it out. I'm kind of curious, Justin. Is Basic just kind of a good escapist, or is he just not committing enough to help his team with those forward heals at mid? It seems like he's getting out way early here. Maybe something's going on there?
I think it's kind of hard to say because we do see Quantic bombing very, very early. And that sort of puts you at a vantage point to get back anyway when you push back. But we do see he is able to maintain that Uber, and that's coming up big because he is popping it right now. Both teams are at 6 alive as Seagull is dropped, so now Quantic's got the man favor and the point. We do see Sniper from Mackie. That might come up big as we do see the Roamer over on the blue side is able to take down the Sizer, but Mackie's going to return the favor and headshot. We see.
Well, Oplade's got a triple there. Tyrone is alive. He's actually on the other side of the map right now. He's going to watch as the team is going to kind of converge around him. Tyrone's going to try to make something happen here. We're going to try to find him here. He's going to try to stop mid. He's got the stick out that Justin loathes so much. He's going to try to make a jump, and he's just going to get shot down. So Oplade's going to get the point. 2:13, so 47 seconds. Ooh, there's that quick math. Run out the clock there for Quantic, and now the blue side's at 3 minutes and counting. 2:45 now, so looks like an even round up to this point. Looking at the classes, Mackie still running Sniper, so found some success, and he's going to keep it going. So, Justin, when do we see Sickness come out with the counter snipe? I think the crowd wants to see some of the best, one of the best snipers of all time, pull the old rifle out.
Yeah. Forget about the crowd. I want to see it. And I think if Mackie keeps continuing to body shot people like this, a little bit of pride's going to come in for Sickness, who's going to headshot a lot of people, or wants to headshot a lot of people. He's going to make the switch. He might have his team yelling at him not to make the switch, as I know exactly what that's about, is Dummy with a nice pill over onto Sizer. Dummy, definitely with some of the best pills in the game. As Banny right now jumps behind him. He's just walking through that new tunnel, piping away. No one can finally kill him. Takes down Dummy, but goes down to Seagull in return, and Samuel Oplay with the kill onto Tyrone. There's 3 down for Blue now, Alex, and only 2 down for Quantic. See if they get the point back.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 as well for Quantic as Mackie's going to get chopped down. When you're by yourself as that sniper, it's just such a target to go down. And now Oplade's on to CB. He's got 3 or 4 shots on him. Actually, he's going to take Clockwork down. Oh, Oplade's got the medic for 4 or 5 or 6 shots. No! So Clockwork took a bullet for his medic. That was beautiful. A tear to my eye watching that selfless play. Oplade had a really good chance to make a huge play there, but now looking at the board, Basic and company Seagull, they're going to get on their horsey and retreat. 1:24 left on the board for Blue, so now it's up to Quantic to run some time down, try to catch up, but a very competitive round here. I'm looking, though, for a Crits Krieg or something different out of Experiment. They've basically been running a vanilla lineup, not much off-classing, if any, so far, so I'm looking for that, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, it is a scrim. They might just be trying to test out how a stock lineup works against a strong team like Quantic, as we do see CB does pop that Uber. Basic, like you said, able to get out. It's going to have it now, but no, he goes down.
Oh, at 99.
Tyrone at 99%. That's a heartbreaker for the Uber right there for Basic. So my heart goes out to you, buddy.
Yep, and Seagull is trying to make something happen there. They're going to try to push without that Uber. They do have a lot of damage being done. Mackey's going to come in to drop Seagull. Dummy with a double onto CB and to Sizer. So CB's going to go down as well, which will actually give a little bit of an Uber advantage to the blue side as Basic was spawned up in time. And they're going to get that point back. So a minute 28 to a minute 10 and counting. Looks like the Experiment are looking pretty good here as they're continuing to catch some members of Quantic out as Mackey is going to go down along with Clockwork. Sizer onto Oplad. Some pressure being put on the point here, but oh, a dummy. Another home run pipe for Dummy. We call him the golden boy of gaming around these parts because he's frankly the best overall gamer I've ever met in my life. You rub his belly for good luck. And right now he's carrying his team, Justin, as looks like Oplad's catching up in points, but Dummy is doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, and we see another kill from Dummy onto Tyrone, and another onto Banny. I'm actually super impressed by Dummy. I've never seen him play this well. Looks like he had his Wheaties this morning, and he put muscle milk on top of the Wheaties, not normal milk, because he is going absolutely huge right now. I think he's actually the pocket.
Yeah, I would pocket him as well. Seagull's kind of having an off night so far, only 27 points. Usually you see him in the top of the scoreboard just because he's getting a ton of heals and just hits a lot of shots. As Quantic, wow, they're shoved all the way back, so a really aggressive forward holding Dummy says hello to Banny with pipes and rockets coming in from Ray C. CB does pop an Uber, but he's got no one to heal. He's going to try to get out, but no! The flash from Basic just right in your face. CB's going to get blown apart, medic parts flying everywhere, and guys, we got a tie game here as a minute 28 left on the clock, so a pretty impressive round for the Experiment. 2-2, Justin. Why don't you take away middle here?
Yeah, definitely, but you do see Mackey right now is back on Soldier. I think that's a good change. You don't want to go sniper when the game's tied up and not get that crucial pick and put your team at a disadvantage. We did see the last two rounds they lost. There was some sniper action going on. So here come the early bombs from Quantic. Like we said, Banny with an entry frag onto his nemesis Dummy. That's definitely huge as he gets another kill onto the Roamer. That's wonderful. And Banny with the third kill onto Oplate. So far, Alex, this is Banny's round is with 3 kills and 2 down for both teams right now. But Quantic spread out all over that point. Sizer with the kill onto Seagull. They're going to cap it.
Yeah, you really can't stand where they were against a team without your demo if their demo's up because those stickies just kind of go down the hill and then it's tough to do anything about it. Dummy's back on his feet here. He's going to try to make something happen. But again, when you're sitting on the underside of the spam war, it's tough. He's going to give him the plus forward here as Dummy's committing to this fight. Remember, Basic did another good job of staying alive, so we're not seeing a ton of aggression out of Quantic on these mid fights. Usually Mackey kills that medic at mid, but not so far as looks like Basic's going to milk. Oh, sorry, he already popped that Uber, so that Uber is gone. CB got his out. Now there's some pressure from Ray C. Ooh, the timing just off there for Blue, and they're going to fall apart there. 4 down. Mackey is sniping again up on top. Basic is still alive, so he's got that Uber, but the percentages are about even, Justin. 30-30. Now this would be a great spot for some off-classing for the Experiment. I'm sort of hoping they mix something up here and go for something different.
Yeah, and a comment on something we mentioned before with the Ubers for Basic. He is popping it a tad bit early. We do see he's got 20% advantage, and that's just a factor of him popping it way earlier than CB did, and that seems to be very much stunting them in their pushes because they're forced to pop and then they have to spread out and try to get CB to pop as quick as possible. The Uber's being wasted as Mackey with the kill onto the pocket, adding to Seagull's woes tonight. And but Sickness with a Sickness showing is going to take out both scouts with the scatter and a pistol. That pistol, and Ray C is going to take out Norte. So buying some time for themselves. Looks like they should get the point right now, Alex.
Yeah, something you guys need to remember when you play Viaduct is if you have a sniper and he's replacing your roaming soldier, you don't have a strong flank presence, and Sickness exploited that by getting behind and basically retaking middle. Looking at the scoreboard, it's a minute 34 off the clock there for Quantic, and just starting at 2:40 here for the blue side. Both Ubers are going to be popped over on the Quantic side of the map. It's a 2 on a lot there as the blue side are going to be aware of that and try to get out in time. The soldier goes straight up in the air, so everyone has to take 7 air shot attempts at it. Actually, it's going to work out okay for Tyrone, who got just enough healing to stay alive. He's going to drop Ray C. Now he's bombing over onto Basic. Can Basic try to stay alive? Some nice surfing there. Dummy's going to try to stay alive with his medic, but no, he's going to go down. Basic is down, I should say. Dummy's going to follow, but no, he's going to be able to sticky the bombing soldier. So 2:14 now on the clock for the blue side, and a minute 28 and counting for the red side. So Quantic looks good in this round, Justin.
Yeah, and Clockwork with nice 3 kills over there. Some of them clean up, but definitely triple kill Clockwork, like we mentioned before, lethal when he's out in the open field. You don't know where he is. You got to pick him up because such a good player. He's going to be able to do lots of damage to your team. We just saw with the triple kill there. And yeah, it looks like Basic, they know on Experiment that they have to get in there. CB does not quite have Uber yet. This is their chance to get in, do a whole lot of damage, and need that entry frag. Here comes Ray C. Siegel gets the entry frag, by the way, on Banny. That's huge. Dummy with the pill on Clockwork, and Sizer returns the favor onto Ray C, taking him down. But enough guys down for the red team. CB's forced to pop out.
Yeah, and Mackey's running the direct hit right now, which makes me so happy. I love the direct hit. Yeah, baby! We do see the red Uber being popped, but they're on an island out there by themselves as Blue is just going to convulge the noose tightens around the red neck, and they're going to go down, so CB's dead. Tyrone, with all those overheals, takes a while to go down. Mackey with the direct hit sniper shot from across the map, so Clockwork's going to join in, so kind of a weird back and forth there. Looked like Experiment was in a great position, but they had to get out of there due to being dead, as Basic's going to be spawned up just a few moments before CB, so maybe a slight Uber advantage, just about 5 to 10% here. Quantic is going to retake 30 seconds and counting, Justin. It looks like they're due to win this round here.
Yeah, and Mackey going to town right now with the direct hit. Direct hit's one of those kind of up in the air weapons. You don't hit anybody obviously directly with it. It doesn't do anything, but Mackey just spammed it into them a whole lot, and then is able to finish off on Ray C with that shotgun. He's hitting a lot of direct hits too. I didn't know Mackey was so good at the direct hit, but in the end, that lack of splash is going to not pay off for Quantic as they go down and Experiment takes the point back.
Yeah, looking at our stream chat, which I do have up,
cool.
Comment from Fashneck that DH sniping is fun, but the damage fall-off is pretty ridiculous. I mean, if you're shooting across a map, you're hitting directs for like 40, and it's just not enough. Right. And that splash spam almost becomes more important at that point. Because we are going to see the blue Uber being popped there on that far left side for Quantic. Tyrone's going to try to make something happen. Nice play by him, jumping to drop the scout, as that makes you sad as you're scouting Experiment. He's got 2 primaries over there. As he's going to drop him down, but looks like
3,
CB's got... That was a nice pop play run by Quantic. CB's going to have it in about 10 seconds here, so after red spawns up, they're going to have a chance to fly in there. So looks like the red re-push is going to come here from that left side. Justin, let's see how they decide to push this. Dummy's got stickies waiting for him, and actually a great play by Racy, forcing the pop really early. They're going to try to get out Quantic to make something happen. Wow, Tyrone closing the distance, quickly going to drop it. Oh my, Blue's just going to crumble. I thought they were in a great position, Justin, but they weren't as they go down. No. Dummy's doing everything he can, but it's not enough. 12 seconds left on the board and counting, 45 left for Blue. Looks like that's going to be all she wrote, unless these scouts on the Blue side can make something happen here. Ray C's going to be there as well. I don't think they're going to get there in time, though. Ray C with a triple jump to get on the point. He's going to be able to hold them off. CB goes down. His scouts on the point. Justin, could they possibly do this? No. It's going to be shot down. The medic's going to try. Dummy, too late. Oh, a close little hold on there. The last moments of a Viaduct round, so much fun, Justin. Sorry, I said your name like 12 times, but fun little end there. We're 3-2 now in favor of Quantic, so why don't you take away middle, bud?
I will take away middle, and I have to say, so far in the experiment, when in the rare moments that they've held the point for any extended amount of time, they've been in bad positioning. It's definitely not paid off for them. They've lost those rounds, but let's see who's going to start it off at middle for us right now. We have a little exchange of spam. Both teams taking a whole lot of damage. Dummy finally goes down. That's huge for a Quantic as they're able to take down Racy too. Oh, and Sizer going big with a double kill onto 2 power classes, and Banny follows that up, killing out O-Plate. And Sizer does go down, but not before he's able to take down a Seagull and Dummy and give his team, Quantic, a chance to cap the point, which they did.
He stuck the third finger up at the end there, Justin, with the medic, so count 3 for Big Paul. Sizer, when he gets hot, guys, he's probably the best scout in the game. It's just moments like that, he just goes nuts and hits 100 shot, 100 shot, 100 shot, and everyone's dead, so kind of fun to watch when Paul goes nuts like that. So that's going to win them that mid-fight there pretty convincingly. CB does have Uber, and he's chilling up on that top left, so basically the ideal setup for Quantic. Clockwork running around, making stuff happen. Mackey's going to go down trying to make a bomb, and actually Clockwork and Sizer are going to fall down too. So they do have that Uber just in top left, but that overextension from the scouts is going to cost them. Kind of sloppy play from Sizer and Clockwork there. Want them to stay alive in that position.
That is a big failure on the Quantic side, and we know Tyrone was not happy about that. You might be wondering why CB lets Tyrone die right there. Well, CB was definitely not going to pop that Uber just to save Tyrone when his team was not down. Now that his team is spawned up, they're able to push out with 6 players against 6, and if they do it right, although Basic is close to Uber, yeah, he's going to get it definitely, but they can definitely get out there, Cbear, and, you know, fight Uber versus Uber like you meant.
Yeah, they're going to fight like men. We're going to see both of those men popping Uber there. Tyrone's just going to fly away from his medic, though, so CB not doing a lot of the invulnerability giving to his team. Dummy's going to go down, though, so it's okay. Dummy slowing down now. He was at a torrid pace, but I don't think it's possible for him to keep that up for too long. And anyone at that pace. CB is dead. Basic is not, but everybody else is going to go down around. Sickness, the latest casualty to a Clockwork Scatter. So looking at the scoreboard, it's close, but 2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting for Quantic. And, of course, this will win them this map of the Scrim. That doesn't matter, but I gotta say, Justin, pretty high-level stuff overall. And not a lot of gimmicks, just sort of two teams going out there and trying pretty hard, knowing that, that the camera's on them.
And this is the fight I want to see right now. Neither team has Uber, and Ray C is taking advantage of that. He's going to get right onto CB. Basic close to it with half percent. Was an air shot that I missed.
That was Dummy.
Dummy, the golden boy himself, hitting the air shot, like we said before, playing out of his mind, had Wheaties with Muscle Milk. We do see the Blue Scouts trying to get in deep onto Clockwork, but Clockwork's able to take down Oakblade. Cecil takes down Mackie, so just exchange of kills. 3 down for Experiment, though. They have to play safe with their bodies. If they lose one more guy, they're going to have to give the point back up to Quantic, which they do.
Yeah, Quantic is going to roll in here, but they do have that Uber still, so they're going to pop in here. Remember, Red does not have that Uber. Let's see how much Seagull can do. He's going to try to shotty down the Equalizing Soldier, but he moves literally at the speed of light, and it's impossible to hit him. So that's a fail Uber on Basic, and an amazing play by Quantic. Running in there, popping him, and getting out. So, well, Banny and Clock are going to go down. I think they probably could have waited for that Uber there, but they decided to move in. Sizer is going to go to a double onto Oplad and Ray C. He gets shut down by Sickness, so 3-on-4 situation. CB's got 90% Uber, and Blue is all over the red side of the map. CB is going to be able to get Uber. He's at 99. There he goes, pops it. And that spells disaster trouble for Basic and company. He's going to say goodbye to some buckshot to the heart. And he's going to go down. Justin, you have something to say?
Yeah, I mean, again, we see, once Experiment gets the point, they want to push up. I mean, maybe they're trying that for this Scrim to try the forward offense, but it's not working out for them. They're getting in way too deep, especially when you know the other team's going to have Uber and you're not going to be close to it. There's no reason to be up there. I mean, make a pop with one player, but certainly not your entire team or your medic who's not going to have Uber. You're just going to go down, which they did, and they surrendered the point once again to Quantic.
I think back when we used to scrim this as a team over and over again, we always try to find the perfect hold. Like, do we want to hold up? Do we want to hold back? It looks like Quantic style is to hold back CB again in that same top left overhang spot, and Blue decides to hold up higher and try to force a pop early. But whichever way works, we've found mixed results both, so I don't think there is a right answer there. We are just seeing action. Both teams are going to lose 2. A Soldier and a Scout down for both. There goes that red Uber popped. Blue definitely doesn't have it, especially when their medic is not living, as Sizer's going to go down as well to Dummy. But unless these Blue guys can make something happen here, I don't know if they're going to be able to. Oplad says, no, Cbear absolutely can. And double onto CB. Will he get the third on the Banny? No, he's just going to back off. Nobody wants to try to fight Banny, so I spoke too soon. Great play by Oplad and company, circling around the flank, Justin, and they're able to hold the point, and they're going to even up this score at 48 seconds, and advantage now for the Experiment.
Yeah, like you said, the times do level off right now. Experiment squeaking into the lead. And 20% Uber in their advantage. And also the body count. They're taking down Quantic. 4 down, 3 down. 1 just spawned for Quantic. That's Clockwork and both Soldiers. That's going to be pretty big as the time winds down here, Cbear. We might see another tied 3-3 coming in.
Yeah, as, well, I mean, it's going to be tough for CB and company to make something happen. They're going to be building that Uber. Actually, they're going to poke their heads out here, so they know they don't have time to get that Uber in time. With 15 seconds left and counting, they're going to have to make some kind of a 6-man play here, try to take this point back before it's too late. Here they go. They're going to kind of slowly push on the point, but there are blue stickies everywhere, and they hurt. And there's that Uber, so that's going to help the red side unless this Uber does kill the medic. Yes, CB's going to go down, but Oplat and Sickness, so no scouts on the blue side. Actually, looks like Red is with a great retake. Wow, that was nice and sort of a slow re-push. They're going to wipe all 6 going down. So the dominoes fall. This nice little Rube Goldberg machine. Everyone's going to die there, Justin. And now 40 seconds. Can they hold this?
Well, the key in that play was to kill CB before he got Uber while you had your Uber popped. Of course, the variables were the Quantic Scouts who were able to get in there and kill 5 of Experiment. And that's what's so strong about the Quantic team is Sizer and Clockwork, when they're running around, they're able to DM and run free roam. They're going to do so much damage, which they did, and they basically stole middle when they shouldn't have. But we do see Experiment trying to do the same thing right now, taking down 2 players right off the bat, Cbear.
Yeah, here comes the re-push now, 12 seconds of counting. This could be the first 0 seconds versus 0 seconds. Sizer and Tyrone are the 3 and 4 and 5. Wow, only Basic remains. That's going to be it, guys. That's going to be 4-2. Wow, what a retake and hold from Quantic. Experiment with a great showing here. Basic sneaks his head out, saying, I want to fight you guys. Oh, I'm dead. And he's going to drop, so that's going to be 0. That's it, 4-2. So, I don't know. Justin, what do you think? You want to do another map here, or what?
Yeah, I mean, if you're up for it, I'm up for it.
Right.
I definitely like the level of play I'm seeing from both these teams. Certainly the level of DM we're seeing out of the demo men. Dummy and Benny going big as we've expected them to do, but certainly with nice, huge triple kills and quad kills and the like.
Yeah, looking at the next map, they just, Cvar next map, Dust Bowl! Yeah! Let's play some Dust Bowl. I want to play NG, so I'm going to stop casting and I'm going to play some NG in this Dust Bowl game, bud. As I think they're probably going to decide, probably on Steam or something, what map they're going to play next, as we are going to change the level, so let's guess here. Justin, what do you think?
I think Badlands.
It is Dust Bowl!
I doubt it's gonna stay on Dust Bowl longer. This might just be a momentary troll for the cast and the stream. I mean, I wouldn't mind Dust Bowl. I haven't seen Dust Bowl since I think 07 when it was actually played and competitive.
No, we played it. We played it in ESCA actually. DJC, if you're still with us, we played versus DJC's team in ESCA Season 3, ESCA Open on Dust Bowl. It was Pro Dust Bowl, so you didn't have to do .3. I haven't played Dust Bowl in so long that I just saw the intro movie, by the way.
Yeah, you guys had Blackstar, the best soldier ever to play TF2 on your team, to carry you, to beat us, to beat the Knights of Goku gaming crew back in the day.
That's absolutely correct. So I do have new items here. I'm going to get the buffalo steak sandwich, which doesn't look like a sandwich to me, as just a big steak. So not sure what the sandwich part is.
Yeah, and the advantages of being in the server right now, Cbear, is I can run around all I want and basically cast myself while I play in this warm-up right now, as I'm doing a whole lot of damage to the medic and I take him down. But it is great to see Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl was, I think, a fun time in TF2, and a lot of the unlocks were coming out and they weren't banned. And you could basically theory craft with the rest of the players in TF2 and try to figure out new and interesting ways and things to do with the different cloak and dagger and all that stuff. So definitely a throwback to some fun TF2 moments.
The greatest tragedy of TF2 is that we don't play Pro Dust Bowl in 6v6 anymore.
I don't know about that. I didn't really enjoy it as much. It's really hard to have fun slamming your head against a wall. Like, I want to win, I want to push last, and just get shut down, guns and shit.
But we still have Gravel Pit, which is basically, I mean, the equivalent of slamming your head against the wall if you're on C point and can't push. So.
That's also true, but no one likes Gravel Pit either, really. I mean, we love casting it, but the players, I don't think there's a player that plays high-level 6v6 that loves it. Dummy's going to hit every single air pipe in the game. Alright, so DJC, what did you think of that scrim? That was pretty fun. EX definitely had a good showing. What did you think? Anything stick out for you?
You guys came back to that like really aggressive forward hold that Experiment did all the time, and they've been doing that the entire season. Actually, they were doing that in their matches back when Viaduct was week 3, I think it was, of ESEA. The theory behind their forward hold is the idea of Viaduct is that you constantly repush. Like, you spawn, you get 6 up, and you just instantly repush to take the point, whether you have Uber or not, because you don't really need Uber to fight Viaduct. So the idea is, for Experiment, that if you hold all 6 forward, you deny them the entry into the repush. Like, they can't get out the doors. The unfortunate problem with Experiment is they've struggled pretty badly with, like, playing as a team this season. They've got great DM individually, but their teamwork kind of fell apart at points. That's why they finished 8-8, or whatever they did. Didn't really challenge for the top 2 seeds like people hope.
Yeah, what about, I mentioned, I think, briefly that Seagull really didn't have that good of a game. Did you see anything out of him that sort of, was it some, the medic play was kind of fishy from basic. It looked good at points, and other times it looked like Seagull was kind of left without heals when he really needed them. Did you see anything there?
Yeah, there was some definitely a little bit of sketchy play from basic. As he said in the stream chat, he had 20 FPS for the entirety of that map, so it was a little rough for him. He tends to have more games with bad FPS than any other player I've ever seen, so unfortunate for him. And there were so many times where the Uber would be popped, and there's just nothing Seagull could do with it. Like, Seagull's the entire point distance away from the nearest target, and the nearest target's overhealed, and he can't get onto him anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess we didn't say this on the stream, but we're going to be playing everyone's favorite map, guys. It's Ghoulie Wouch, as that should be fun for everyone. I don't really like this map very much. We see a lot of teams, speaking of bashing your head against the wall, trying to push last on this map, so maybe we'll see some creative plays out of these two teams. I would like to see a Kritzkrieg, Justin. Just one, you know? I love crits. The way these demos are playing, kind of weird that we haven't seen a crits yet. I'm pretty sure we will see it in this map, though.
Well, of course, on Vitalike, you don't want to run the risk of wiping a team with Kritzkrieg and then being stranded to defend with Kritzkrieg and having them just have a soldier bomb in and force your crits to pop on nobody, and you have nothing to do, which I gotta go.
Alright, well, we're gonna go.
In the game there.
Yeah, you're gonna get in the game. Justin wants to play so badly. Doesn't want to join a team, doesn't want to play full time, but he wants to ring at every moment he possibly can. So
it's fun.
Gonna run a little pro-row there. We are gonna see, I believe, the same colors here for the team, so they're gonna make it nice and easy. Red's gonna be Quantic, and Blue's gonna be the Experiment. So let's see what they do if they mix some chemicals in the right way here, Justin, to get some TF2 powers and win the game here. That was awful. I agree. All right, so we're gonna see. Oh wow, 3 right away. 4. Force 4 gonna go down for Blue. CB is gonna go down, but that's not quite good enough. Tyrone's gonna join him, a double for Seagull, but only Oplad remains. Sneaky Oplad is gonna sneak out like a boomer in Left 4 Dead. Banny though knows exactly where he is. You can hear him sniffling and coughing up that goo. Oplad is going to try to make something happen. A 1v1 here. I got to watch Big Sam Legal, the gaming legend. Goodbye, Sizer. As we're going to catch
4-year-old scout rivalry coming to fruition there, as we do see Oplad taking down Sizer. And the interesting in this on Ghoulie Wash, which of course is the European translation for Gully Wash,
that's right,
is that we get to see how Experiment plays on a more team-orientated map. 5-point CP as opposed to Vitalike, which is more DM heavy. We might see some of the Experiment problems more exposed when the teamwork is needed more, but we do see 2 frags going down for Quantic early, so 3, so, you know, let me put my foot in my mouth as Experiment's got the upper hand.
Alright, you go ahead and put that foot in your mouth, buddy. As it's tough, it's a real tough repush, similar to Granary Middle, not in how the points laid out, but it's just tough to get in there. If you have Uber and the other team has Uber, try to push that back. So nice retake. It's a really dominant position in this map to own middle, and even more so than most maps, as it's tough to retake that. So we're gonna see both Ubers popped here. A lot of flashing for basic, as all sorts of weird positioning. Teams kind of jumping over each other here. Seagull's gonna go down. So Sizer onto WoW 3. So Sizer and Mackie and Tyrone all getting in the action. Basic's gonna go down. So getting wiped there, just in an ill-advised push. And Oplad's going to get cleaned up. Only Racy remains, although he is behind the team, Justin. What are we going to see? The Soldier back cap? No, he's going to get spotted off by Clockwork, but Soldier is pretty good.
And I'm not in Mumble right now, but I definitely know that Clockwork is not happy with that one. Basically, Racy just flying around with the gunboats, able to get behind a team and just shoot the ground and take down Clockwork, who is not a fan of when people shoot the ground and kill him. So, yeah, but Quantic able to push it all the way to middle, cap middle, and now they're on 4, Alex, with 90% Uber. It looks like they're going to take it right into last any second right now. Here they go, up into lobby.
It's so important on this map to get that advantage coming into last. You don't want to let a team set up, so this is the best time they have. Tyrone knows that, as he's going to fly in right away. They're going to try to make something happen right off the bat. They know they have that Uber advantage, but no, he's going to take the Uber taken off just when Dummy's going to dead on him, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold this. 4 down for Blue. Yeah, it's just going to push Dummy off the point, so a valiant effort by the Experiment, but just not quite enough. Looked like they were going to retake that middle, Justin, but that kind of ill-advised push is going to drop them. So a quick round on Ghoulie Wash is it's a rare thing, but it's going to be 1-0 in favor of Quantic, Justin.
Yeah, and like I said, Experiment may be having some faltering when it comes to the whole team aspect play. Certainly you're going to see that in their pushes. Hopefully, you know, they get it together, though, and we see a nice game here and see what happens at middle right now. As the first one to go down is Wonderwall to his own rocket, unless my HUD glitched out. But Banny then taking down a Seagull, and Clockwork taking out Dummy. So once again, Quantic with the upper hand, literally, as they're all over the top of the point, and it looks like majority of Experiment were not. So, yeah.
Basic is at last. Build Uber with the guy with a sword. So it's the I believe that's the what's that?
Reskin.
Yeah, it's a reskin, but I'm trying to think of what game you have to buy to get that thing. I think it's a Mountain Blade with fire and sword.
The Witcher 2.
Or The Witcher 2. Okay. One of those two. There you go. As they're going to be able to get last. Are they going to try to stop this? Yeah, they are. Ooh, not a very good decision by the Experiment. They let the point get capped, and then they're going to pop Uber. Red did pop as well, but they're running towards last. Banny got on his little pony. He's going to gallop towards last. A little ill-advised push by them. So they're going to get chopped down, Banny and Sizer, but they're going to take Seagull down. 3 down for Quantic. They are trying to push last. Tyrone is in the water right now, or where there used to be water on Ghoulie Wash. And I don't think they're going to be able to make it out. Actually, he is going to be able. Is that Mackie that was there? What there was? I'm sorry, I screwed up, as I thought Tyrone was going to die, but he ended up backing out and reconnecting position with CB, so they're going to get out of there in time. So some weird back and forth there. Oplad's going to go down to a Banny Sticky for the domination onto the gaming legend Oplad, as he is going to be unfortunately torn into Gibbs, Justin. And now we are set up for the marathon push of last, so hooray.
Of course you are. We're going to have the blue spawns coming in any second, and we see Basic with the Uber advantage. Teams lose. Well, we see Experiment actually lose too, and we see the Uber pop too, so that's an awesome play from Quantic, getting in there early, forcing the Experiment pop, and CB's managed to back out. He's going to have Uber any second, and like you mentioned before, Alex, having that Uber advantage push last is all but essential.
Yeah, we last LAN in our little cast, we watched a marathon of Mix-Up versus Experiment, back and forth, just trying to get last, and we sort of got a little crazy watching them, just kind of hoping that a push would work. So here we go. Here's Quantic's attempt here. There's no degreasing pyro, which is sort of the hardest part of this. Is Enigma, but that degreasing pyro at the LAN was nuts. Banny is in, doing damage, but it's just not fast enough. That Heavy is still alive, Justin. He's just spinning up with regular old touch.
He ran out of ammo.
Hello! That's a triple. He went all the way behind him, knew that Heavy was going to push him out, got 1, 2, and 3, and it's the combo demo medic. What a bunch of valuable kills there. Now he's going to get onto that point and try to start this cap. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get it. Looks like with the time 6, I will put my foot in my mouth, and they absolutely will get it, Justin. So not only a great hold, but a repush out to second. So that Heavy, really, really hard to kill because he has 9 million life.
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible hold. We saw the Experiment with about 90% lacking in Uber to CB's 100% Uber, which he popped, and they were still managed, they were able to hold off and cap second because of it. But, you know, here it is, the transition fights, and we see Experiment right now trying to push in maybe a little bit too soon. They're going to lose their medic, they're going to lose 2 more, they're going to lose 4 people altogether. So like I was saying, not the most inspired team management from Experiment, you know, great plays, but it's not going to work out for them with this transition fight. They're going to lose.
It seems like they'll make something happen and push back, but then they just sort of get ahead of themselves and maybe get a little out of position. They lose that good timing, and they folded there. So CB is going to have 70% Uber Basic just spawning at about 10. So it's going to be a devastating Uber advantage. They did manage to hold it off last time. Let's see if they're able to do it again. Clockwork's going to say hello and goodbye to Ray C. So that's a big 1v1 win, Scout over Soldier in an inside play. Sickness finally is going to snipe, so hooray. Sickness up, but he's already back to Scout before I can even switch to him. So Oplad's going to go down. That Uber was popped into last. Basic as well. Nice push here from Quantic. Just all business here. Dummy is still behind the point. Look at that. Just throwing everything he can. He's bunkered in there like World War I in the trench, but not going to be enough, Justin, as it's going to be 2-0 in favor of Quantic. What does Experiment need to do to sort of mix stuff up here? It looks like they're just not even participating in the mid-fight.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing, like we saw in Viaduct with the early aggression out of Quantic, they're doing the same thing. And I think in nowadays TF2, the early aggression is definitely going to work in your favor. You really need to do it. If you can't at least match it, you got to find a way just to stay away from it. And Experiment's not doing that. They do get the entry frag, but Size is going to repay that onto Dummy. So both demos down, and Clockwork's going to take down Oplay too. So already we see 2 down for Experiment. Seagull is going to get a nice kill too. 3 down for both teams now, Alex. A little bit of a fight. Experiment looks like they might be in a better position, as they do have medic up. Of course they're in a better position. And,
well, there's going to be a flank. Mackie got all the way around. They lost track of Mackie. I think he equalized all the way around, rang around a Rosie, came back and said goodnight to Basic. That's an awesome play by Mackie. Seagull with the shotty onto Clockwork. That's the second primary right there. And Dummy's going to help him out. And so both scouts are going to go down. A long mid-fight, over a minute long into this. And Beatty is going to go down as well. But he did drop Seagull, but not before he got destroyed. Well, actually, what was before he got destroyed. But Banny going down. It's going to be a while before we see that red demo in the fight. And Dummy is going to poke his head in here. And it looks like, Justin, they're going to have to get